Heavy snowfall, a lot of wind, almost no visibility. I think it's the best time to grab your snowshoes and head onto the woods. Come on guys, let's go for another snowy adventure. So for the past few days, we have just been belted with snow. And for a while, it wasn't really that heavy snow blinding snow. It was just been the days of steady, light snowfall. But all that snow has been accumulating. Today, though, is by far the worst view. And there's no chance of like a big landscape photo today. So what I thought I'd do was just come back to one of my favorite hiking spots here in Kamiak, local place, not too far down the road from me. And I didn't think there'd be too many people out, and I was right. There's almost nobody on the roads, much less anybody being here. But I'm gonna use that to my advantage today. So what I'm looking for is just some nice snow scenes in the woods. I mentioned it a few times before that these intimate woodland shots, these forest shots, they are not my forte. But because I basically have this whole area to myself, I figured, hey, why not? Amount of snowfall, cover. Might get lucky. Might see some cool things today. So, as to what I'm actually looking for today is a scene that's intimate, like I said before, but all this snowfall has really simplified the forest floor. It's covering everything up, and that was always been my biggest problem, for me at least, was trying to find like these forest type scenes, but with a nice, smooth, symmetrical, almost ground layer. Now, I'm hiking on the side of this butte, so everything, you know, up and down. But the snow has helped simplify that scene for me. So exactly what I'm looking for, I'm trying to find anything with a sense of order, anything with like a repeating pattern as far as like tree trunks would go, or you know, a fern, just anything like that. But above anything else, despite the wind, despite the snow, I'm just out here trying to have fun.
I've seen and things in between, and all that I've taken away could never compare to the love that we share.
Well, I think I found my first scene, so let's go ahead and get set up and see if we can avoid the snow falling off the trees.
I want you forever, all that it takes I'll do, 'cause it doesn't get better than you and me together. Now more than ever, I'm falling for you.
So what I'm doing now, I'm kind of crouching down because I have my tripod low, and that's because I want the focus of the scene to be that old path through the woods. And what I'm doing now is I'm going around my photo, studying it very intently, because I want to try to get everything in the scene that I want and nothing that I don't. And I'm paying particular attention to the borders, you know, the whole edge patrol thing. And what I settled on is I have a tree right in front of me to the right, and I'm giving that just enough breathing space from the outside edge, and that will kind of be the first point where I want the viewer to look at. And with that, he'll follow that little S-curve of the trail to the second tree to my left behind it, and then the trail kind of goes off in the distance. So I got everything set up. I'm at f9, ISO 64, 1/40th of a second. Should be pretty easy peasy. What I love about days like this, you don't need any filters, you don't need any special tools. Just go out with your camera and have some fun.
Now more than ever, I want you forever, and all that it takes I'll do, 'cause it doesn't get better than you and me together. And now more than ever, oh, and now more than ever, I want you forever, all that it takes I'll do, 'cause it doesn't get better than you and me together. Now more than ever, I'm falling for you. Now more than ever, I'm falling for you. Now more than ever, I'm falling for you.
I think I might got something here. See if I can get a quick picture. So, I've hiked back this little tree quite a few different times, but what kind of drew my interest now, and I'm glad I did before I walked through the scene and, you know, ruined the perfect snow on the ground, but I love how you have the snow on the trunk, but the roots up here are still, you know, bare of anything. So I don't know, I just thought it'd be a cool shot. Thankfully, because it's bright enough out, all I'm going to do is hand hold this with the vibration reduction on, and, you know, bump that ISO a little bit, around about 200 to 300 ISO. That's not going to hurt the scene at all. Hopefully this will come out kind of neat. A little abstract, but neat. Okay guys, so it's been about 30 minutes. I've just been snowshoeing through the woods, and this last scene that I come across is just this pine tree with a bunch of snow on its limbs. And what I liked about it was that the limbs have snow on them, and you almost have that symmetry that I was talking about earlier. You have that repeating pattern, almost fractal in nature, of the limbs going from bottom to top. So after not really seeing too much more, this did catch my interest, so I went ahead, I set up, I'm back on the tripod. About 1/13 of a second, I'm at f5.6, because the only real thing I want sharp is a tree and its branches. And I'm about 50 mil. I'll go ahead, get this photo. And I think it's about time to head back to the truck. Yeah, I think nature just told me it's time to get back to the truck. Well, that was quite an adventure. Being honest, none of the shots that I got, they're not going to be portfolio shots or, anything really worthy of a print. But that doesn't necessarily need to be the case. Coming out here, you have the woods to yourself, and despite the wind, the trees provided a fair amount of insulation from all of that, minus that falling snow, which you're just gonna have to watch out for. But to me, this will be counted as a successful trip, because anytime you can get outside is a good time. And the memory of just being back here snowshoeing all by myself, just listening to the wind rustle through the branches and the leaves, that's something that I'm going to enjoy. So thanks guys for coming along with me on this trip. Once again, if you like this type of content, please give me a like, a share, a comment down below. Those things, they helps to tell analytics for YouTube. And just a reminder is my print shop is officially open. So if you'd like to support me in my work, I'd really appreciate it. Go ahead, check out to see what I have to offer, and if you like something, maybe consider a purchase. But until next time, great adventures lie ahead, and we'll catch you out there.